Usually, as the school year begins, District 4 and District 88 begin looking for new mentors for their mentor program. This year, of course, everything is a little bit different at the school districts, but the mentor program continues. I'm here with the Director of Community Relations for DuPage High School District 88, which includes Addiscene Trail High School, Danny Brink. She's here to tell us a little bit about that and how you can get involved. Danny, thanks for coming out. Tell us a little bit about the history of this program, because it's been going on for quite a while now. When did it begin?
Yes, it has. So thank you so much for letting us come out here and share this information. We're excited to keep the program going every year. So it started in 2004, 2005. So this will be the 17th year for the program, believe it or not. So it's going strong. We're doing well. But as you mentioned, this year is a little different. So we're definitely looking for some mentors. And it started as an initiative. We have a business partnership program. It's now called Addiscene Resources Connect. So it's a group that really looks at how can we make a difference in the community? How can we make a difference for families all the way from children to adults? And this was one of their cornerstone projects. This was something they came up with all those years ago, back in 2004, 2005. And they said, we really want to make a difference. How can we get community members to be involved in the schools? How can they help make a positive difference with kids? So this program, the Addiscene Mentor Program, is kind of what came out of that. So
in a typical school year, how many students and mentors are paired up, and for how long do they have this relationship?
So throughout the years, it's been anywhere from about 30 to 50 is the mentor-mentee pairs that we have. So it's been, again, a very, very strong program. We're obviously looking to increase that number all the time. Every year, we want to get that number higher and higher. We certainly have students who could use a little extra support. So we would love to have anybody who's interested come on out and be a part of the program.
What's involved in being a mentor?
So you meet once a week for half an hour. We typically meet in the school building, but as you said, this school year with COVID is a little different. So we're looking to we're going to do virtual meetings. So we'll help you, we'll train you to how to use Zoom, how to use Google Meets. Or if you're not comfortable with that, we're also going to have a way to do an electronic pen pal system.
Oh,
so,
how nice.
Yeah, so you can send an electronic, either an email or a Google form back and forth between the students. So we'll keep it in a safe environment for the students and the mentor, but also still make sure this program runs even in a virtual environment this year.
That might make it a little bit easier for people, I would think, because you can get busy and, that's time I've got to come out of the office, but literally they could do this from their desk, right?
Exactly, yeah. So we're hoping that'll be a little more convenient in some ways for people, and we're hoping that might get some more people who maybe didn't have the time before to maybe try this out and see if it's something they're interested in.
So what age groups, as far as the students, are you looking to connect with?
So the goal is we try to get the mentors to start with a student at Indian Trail Junior High School, so in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. And then the goal is to have them follow that student as they transition to Addiscene Trail.
So you have the same student every year?
Exactly. That's the hope and the goal. Sometimes, they want to change. The student wants a different mentor. The mentor wants a different student. And we can certainly work with that and make that happen. But potentially, yes, it could be a 7-year-long relationship, which is amazing and obviously makes a tremendous difference. We hear not only for the students, but for the adults as well. They constantly tell us how much this had an impact on them and made a difference for them. It's a nice break in the day, nice break in the week to really take a pause and really try and do something a little bit different for someone else.
So what kind of qualifications does someone need to be a mentor?
So the only thing we have to do, there's a mandatory training session and a background check. Other than that, we're really looking for any community member who's interested. We particularly want to show the kids any position that they had. If they're a retiree, where we've had U.S. Postal Service, we've had policemen, we've had firemen, we've had a variety of careers, just to show the students, this is what you can do and this is what you can aspire to if you set your mind to it and work hard. So that's kind of the motivation we're looking for from the mentors.
And do you mentioned they have to go through a background check, don't they? Okay. And now for the students, how are they identified? How do you choose them?
So what we say is they're students on the brink of success. So they're students who might just need a little bit more support, a little bit more help. There might be something going on in their personal life at home. There might be something they're struggling with. Maybe the adjustment to high school was a little rough for them, or we're noticing their grades are starting to slip and they just need that little boost. So these are students who really just need a positive role model in their life, maybe another adult just to talk to and get them back on track.
So you're not looking for a tutor per se. These
Exactly.
aren't necessarily kids who are, say, struggling in math or something like that.
Right, there's no expectations to, sit there and do homework with them or help them. Again, this is really meant to be a relationship and someone that they can turn to when they're having an issue, need a different perspective, maybe some support and just a different point of view.
And as a mentor, do you have resources available to the mentor if they're getting information and they're like, I don't know what to say to this kid. I don't know how to help him through this problem. How does the Addiscene resources help them?
So absolutely. So we definitely, I'm a part of it. We also have our assistant principal and we have clerical support. So on all levels, if you're having any concerns about the student, we have our assistant principal who can help with that. If it's just logistics, we have myself or the clerical support. And then we also, the Addiscene Resources Connect group that started this, they put out a newsletter that gives some tips and tricks, and we try to kind of just make sure we're touching base. We also do a mid-year touchdown with just the mentors, just the adults, to kind of find out how are things going, what's going well, what could be improved, just to kind of get their feedback. And then we do electronic surveys twice a year just to kind of get that feedback as well.
So again, the commitment after you've gone through training is literally only about an hour a week. And is this year round or just during the school year?
Yes, so it's half an hour a week, one day a week, and it would just be typically from October to May, so the school year. We'll probably start a little later this year just because of the COVID issue. So we're looking to start in November, and then we'd go through the end of the school year in May.
And if someone just wants to get some more information or they're definitely interested in becoming a part of the mentor program, how would they go about doing that?
We would love to have you. So please feel free to contact me. My email is dbrink@dupage88.net. My phone number is 630-530-3989. Or we also have a website where they can look at a PowerPoint, a little video about the program, and we have the application up there. And that's at dupage88.net/Addiscene Mentor Program.
Right. Well, Danny, thanks for being with us. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to make an impact on some young people in the community, and you can certainly get more information, as Danny mentioned, on the website. We'll bring that information up on the screen. For Addiscene, I'm Dory Craggy.